In today's episode of the Need for Speed Most Wanted mod video thing, I really need to introduce these a little better. We're going to be taking a look at the 2011 Lamborghini Sesto Elemento. I know the guy who made the mod, AlexC12FR, said it's a 2010 concept, but really I consider this more of a 2011 car, not a 2010 car, so oops. So yeah, this is basically a Forza Motorsport 4 model conversion, which is why it looks so excellent, though I will admit the wheels may look a little bit too big, probably. And there isn't really much else I can show here, because I can't really do much for visuals, can't even change the paint. But yeah, so yeah, the Sesto Elemento, you could say, quite a unique vehicle. There's quite a few people in Rockport talking about it. Now, the very interesting thing about this car is, whilst this is technically a very high-performance Gallardo under the hood, it actually does not replace the Gallardo, it replaces the Ford GT. So, because of that, it seems like Ming has been in talks with setting down the gauntlet, because he really believes that his Gallardo is still going to be better than my Sesto Elemento. Personally, I think that's a load of rubbish. But the word going around from what I've heard is that, well, it seems to be that Ming's felt that he also believed his Gallardo just wasn't going to cut anymore. So he gave himself a bit of an upgrade too. Well, it looks like he's gone to the direction of getting himself a Gallardo Super Trofeo, so he's still sticking with a Gallardo, so he's still, you know, being a bit faithful, but again, this is me we're talking about, and I'm in a Sesto Elemento. So, yeah, good luck for him. He's gonna fucking need it. Because, as you can see, this thing is pretty damn quick. Now, of course, you probably would expect that because it is a Sesto Elemento. It is basically an ultimate track performance-oriented Gallardo. Basically, Gallardo on steroids. And it's honestly one of the most interesting cars I think Lamborghini has personally made. Because, you know, of course, these days, the Gallardo is no more. It's been replaced by the Huracan. But we have yet to have a Huracan that's similar to what they did with the Gallardo, turning it into, well, the Sesto Elemento. But what I do appreciate as well is that the guy who made this mod made it so that even with full upgrades, the car retains the native sound, so it actually sounds more like a Gallardo and not what happens when you upgrade a Gallardo, as in the case you see with the original in-game model, as well as some of the mods I've tested before. I think the Super Trofeo is one of them too. That doesn't change it, but I know the Super Leggera one that I tested before actually did. But yeah, apart from that though, this car is flippin' excellent. It's really damn good. Very quick, gets off the speed in like no time, and handling is superb. Very sharp, very controlled, doesn't snap out. Basically, it's a dream. It handles amazingly well. Unless you're an idiot like I am, where I smack it into walls like that. I got this weird feeling in my throat right now. It's not particularly very fun. Probably need to down it with a drink or something. So yeah, there you go. That wasn't even close. I mean, it couldn't stand a chance. It was nearly 10 whole seconds back on my car. So it looks like maybe his upgrade wasn't going to cut it. And it probably won't cut it as we head over to a speed trap. Oh wow, the Sesto Elemento is so interesting that it can pull off two wheels. And although I'll give his car credit for being able to spin the wheels whilst on a complete stop. And hey, look at that jump camera because some airtime. Yeah, car doesn't seem to have any particular issues with any elevation changes. It can handle them all pretty well. No issues. Wow, he only went 76 miles an hour. He must have slammed into traffic or something. But yeah, you can see how well this car is. I don't even need to hit the nitrous because there's not really a need unless I screw something up. It's like the car is just that well balanced and that well controlled that it just kind of seems unnecessary. It has all the it pretty much is exactly what I want out of mods. Cars that can be quick, handle well, look great, and are just generally fun to drive. And so far, this is pretty fun to drive. In fact, there we go. We got a bit of slide. If you really force it, you can get it to happen. But then again, I imagine with most cars in this game, you could do exactly that. And plus, this sounds more like a Gallardo than the game would make it if you tuned it up. So, hey, there's some extra points there. Yeah, for those wondering, this of course is a Forza Motorsport 4 model conversion. The Sesto Elemento was a car that was in Forza 4. I can't remember if it was DLC or not. I don't remember off the top of my head. But basically, though, you know, this is why the model looks as good as it is. I'm pretty sure the Sesto Elemento wouldn't beat another Forza game till Horizon 3 as a Forzathon vehicle. At least that's what I'm trying to... At least that's what I think. It might have been in another Forza game, but I don't recall. I think it was Motorsport 4, then went absent, and then returned in Horizon 3 as a Forzathon car. But yeah. And this was requested by Q96, because of course he adores the Sesto Elemento, who wouldn't? This is a very, very, very sweet car. So yeah, if you're looking for if you don't particularly care for the Ford GT very much, and you want something a bit more feisty and Italian, and you want something very quick, then you're probably going to want to invest maybe looking into the Sesto Elemento. Of course, if you want to try it out, there will be a link down below in the description to download the mod for yourself, as well as other links to, say, for example, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch, donate to Patreon if you want to support the account. Not required. Join the forum boards if you want to make that not dead, or if you want to submit clips for episode 3 of Highlight Reel. Those are all available down below. I also, of course, leave links as well for mod links for the the texture and lighting mods I use, as well as extra options, because that always deserves some credit. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, take care.